Good evening, Joselito. Today I'm going to try to explain a little bit about the history of Rip Van Winkle. The story was written by Dietrich Knickerbock and it was found in his papers, and he died shortly after the publication of the work. The story begins talking about the Catskill Mountains, and the mountains change their colors and forms according to season and weather. So, in the foot of the mountain, we can see smoke that comes from a community. And in this community lived Rip Van Winkle and his family. Everybody in the neighborhood likes Rip Van Winkle, but his wife, a woman very arrogant, disapproves his attitudes. Rip is a very gentleman, and he loves to help the neighbors and friends with their jobs, but he didn't like to help his woman. The only friend at the home of Rip was Wolf, his dog. Both Wolf and Rip was afraid of Dame Van Winkle. Like the fights between Rip and Dame increased, Rip went to an inn to console himself, talking with his friends. Even at the inn, Dame Van Winkle went to discuss with Rip. The only solution to Rip to be free of his jobs and his wife was to go with his gun and with Wolf to a farm. One day, Rip and Wolf went to the Catskill Mountain, to a very distant part of the mountains and very distant of the community. There, Rip heard a voice calling his name. Then he saw a man working. He thought the man could be his friend or neighbor, and they went to help the man. He stayed surprised with the appearance of the man, but he helped the man to carry a barrel, and they went to a place that the man put the barrel. And when they arrived in this place, Rip went surprised with the place. And the people that was in this place was playing games. Was so surprised too, because the people of this place were having fun, but they were so serious. And when Rip and the new friend came near from the guys stayed looking to Rip, and the new friend was putting the drink that was in the barrel in jars. Rip and the guys soon became friends, and Rip started to drink with them. Soon Rip got drunk and fell in a deep sleep. When Rip woke up, he was alone in the place that he found the man working, and he saw that his gun was changed by another gun, an old gun, and Wolf wasn't there. The appearance of Rip changed a lot, and he got a huge beard. And Rip was looking for Wolf, but he didn't find it, and Rip was so hungry, and he decided to go home. When Rip arrived in the community, he saw that everything was different, and with great difficulty he found his home, but the house was abandoned just with the dog, and the dog didn't meet him. So Rip went to the inn to find his friends and family, but there isn't the inn there. In place of the inn was constructed a hotel. Near of this hotel, a group of people was talking about elections, and they saw Rip, and Rip called his attention because of his appearance, and some people went to talk to Rip and to question what he was doing there. A woman with a child went to talk with him, and he did some questions to her. Rip saw that the woman was his daughter, and he said it to her, but I think that the people didn't believe it, and then arrived in a woman, an old woman, and he was to talk to Rip, and she said that really was Rip, and it's important to remember too that the son of the Rip also was undercrowded. They decided to look for an old man of the community to know that what Rip said was true. They found the man, and the man agreed with the history. And the man said Hendrik Hudson, a ghost, came to the mountains to visit the place each 20 years and to visit the Hudson. Rip went to live with his daughter, and now he was really happy because he was free of his wife, and in this age he could be placed. Everybody in the community knew the history of Rip Van Winkle.